Hello, welcome to the Mark Janot Show, the cybersecurity show. I will show a real way hackers use malware like remote access Trojans in Discord to control your PC. Your Discord account is the gateway hackers are looking for to enter other parts of your computer to steal your card payment information, IP address, all your usernames and passwords, etc. Chatting in game servers like Valorant and Blox Fruits is fun and all, but it can end your virtual life. I will start by giving you a brief overview of Discord for those who don't know. Next, discuss what is a remote access Trojan for those who don't know. Third, provide a real-life step-by-step process with pictures on how to create a remote access Trojan and how to disguise it so someone can click on it. This is for educational purposes only, okay? Fourth, I will discuss a new remote access Trojan developed days ago by Korean hackers that is a danger to cloud-based platforms like Discord. Lastly, how to protect yourself. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going dark. So what is Discord? Discord is a versatile communication platform that allows users to engage in real-time text, voice, and video chats. Originally launched in 2015 primarily for gamers, it has since evolved into a broader community tool where users can create or join servers, dedicated spaces for discussions around various topics or interests. Some of the key features of Discord is servers, right? Discord is organized into servers which can be public or private. Each server can host multiple channels for different discussions, allowing users to interact based on specific interests or activities. You have communication mods. Users can communicate through text messages, voice calls, and video chats. This flexibility makes it suitable for casual conversations, gaming coordination, or even professional meetings. You have community engagement. Discord supports community building features, allowing users to create custom emotes, manage roles, and moderate discussions. So this has made it popular not only among gamers but also for various groups such as book clubs, study groups, and hobbyist communities. So as of 2022, Discord has over 150 million active monthly users, with a significant portion using the platform for purposes beyond gaming. The platform is particularly popular among younger audiences, with many teens using it for social interaction and community engagement. There is a monetization aspect of it. This is where the incentive of many hackers come from. Discord operates on a freemium model, offering most features for free while providing paid upgrades like Discord Nitro, which enhances user experience with additional features and server boosts for improved server capabilities. So now, how hackers control PCs on Discord. A remote access Trojan is a type of malware that gives hackers unauthorized remote access and control over a victim's device. So here are some key points to take into effect, right? Write these down. So rats disguise themselves as legitimate files or applications to trick users into installing them. Once installed, they open a backdoor on the infected device, allowing attackers to access it remotely over a network. Rats, okay, from this point on, remote access Trojan, I'm gonna say rats, establish a connection to the attacker's command and control server to receive instructions. Command and control, that's also known as C2. More about that later. So rats give attackers extensive control over the infected device, including accessing files and personal information, controlling hardware like webcams and microphones, monitoring user activity through keylogging and screenshots, right? And installing additional malware, executing system commands. Now, here's the thing. It's not only just like Discord. It's the gateway to other aspects in your computer. Rats, can be very difficult to detect. Okay, so it's not like you can just no, I've been infected. Ooh, what do I do? No, you're not gonna easily be able to track it, because in this step-by-step examples with photos that I'm gonna show you, you're gonna see how complex hackers use certain tools to disguise certain things. So buckle up. So now let's get into creating a remote access Trojan. So since there are several tools available and most of them have more or less the same interface, we can select any rat building tool for demonstration. So let us select Cerberus client to demonstrate working of rat. Please note that using rat for hacking is crime, right? Please take this demonstration for educational purposes only. So type download Cerberus Rat in Google search and download Cerberus Rat. Execute Cerberus file and launch the program. Accept the EULA, right? EULA, and following interface will be launched in front of you. To create server, press new button. As you can see, there are several options are available in settings, but this demonstration, we'll just use the most common settings. In basic option, type your IP address and then press the plus sign. In identification, name of the server from which your client will identify to which server it's listening. This name is given for your client to identify connection. No need to specify what to put in connection password. Specify the port on which you'll like to listen. Please keep note of this port since you'll have to configure client settings to receive information on this exact port that we're talking about right now. Now, the next option is server installation. From directory installation, you can select where and in which name folder your RAT server will be installed. In file name option, you will have to specify name and extension of your server. Boot methods gives you option to start your server as system service or user application. Take your pick or leave them untouched. Anti-debugging function will, basically allows your RAT to bypass virtualization and sandboxing. From the MISC options, you can activate keylogging feature, as well as you can select how your RAT can hide itself in another process. Display message option gives you power to show custom message on victim's computer. Blacklist item option allows you to logic or to set logic for execution, right? It gives you the option that allows to set logic for execution of your RAT server with respect to specific process and service. Mostly only advanced users use this feature. So in regards to the overview, it basically allows you to look for features of the RAT. Now select an icon and press create server to create server. Now the add file function allows you to bind your RAT with any legitimate file. Most probable is an executable installation file. To avoid detection, don't use custom message box and uncheck run in visible mode option while creating server. So now we're getting into the realm of configuring to listen on client. To configure Cerberus to listen on specific ports, select options and put connection password and connection ports that were specified in the server. Wait for victim to execute server and then just right click on listening server and play with options. Now, that is creating it, right? Now we have to disguise it. We have to embed it. That's what we're going to do right now. Embedding a malicious executable in a normal PDF or XEE. So we're going to assume we've already crafted our malicious executable that will do something on the victim host or send us a reverse shell. That's what we just did. The following, what I'm talking about right now is the next step, hiding it. Now, find an icon PNG for what you want your malicious executable to look like using HTTPS iconfinder.com. In this example, we're using Chrome, but you can search any type, logo. Click download PNG. Convert the icon PNG to a .ico file using HTTPS iconverter.com, iconconverter.com. The previous PNG and click convert. On your desktop, select and right click the real Chrome browser exe in the case, right? And the malicious executable and select add to archive to create combined archive. The archive file name is just going to be, the chrome.exe to look legit. Make sure create SFX archive is checked. Click advanced SFX option, setup and input the following. Enter the test.exe, which is your malicious exe, and legitimate chrome.exe, the program to open after executing the malicious XCE. Input the file log icon. After entering the above parameters that we just talked about, click OK, and the archive called chrome.exe will pop up on the desktop with the correct Chrome icon. Double clicking on the chrome.exe will execute the malicious executable and also open a browser tab like normal. Nothing else needed to bypass Defender when executing our exe with another non-malicious exe, so the job is done. Now we're getting into the malicious Chrome next to real Chrome. This is optional. If using another file type other than the exe like PDF, we are going to use a right to left override to change the created archive to look like a PDF on the desktop but execute as an exe. Right to left override, right, is a Unicode non-printing character used to write languages read in the right to left manner. It takes the input and literally just flips the text the other way around. Let's change the file name to something that would look semi-normal flipped around like the reflexe.pdf. We will insert our Unicode so that it looks like, the ref invisible Unicode stuff exe.pdf on the victim desktop, but it's actually ref invisible Unicode stuff fdp.exe. Open the character map app on the Windows and check the advanced view box. In the go to Unicode option, type the 22E, hit the select and copy buttons respectively, and edit the file name of the WinRAR archive we just created. You enter the file name, the control.v, fdp.exe, and then go back and paste the Unicode where specified. The file should then change to reflex, e.pdf as soon as you hit paste. But we have a problem because this is a known file type .pdf that is initiated and executable. It is flagged by Windows Defender very quickly. The way to go around that is, using the homoglyphs. At the end of the day, we only want this to look like a PDF to the user. So how likely is that they'll catch that one letter looks a little different? So you can use this resource to manually test what Defender would flag. So focus on the letters P, D, and F to see if I could swap any of them around and that wouldn't be noticed, and I found the variation of F that looked suitable. I swiped the homoglyph F with the normal F in the name, the R, F, what you see, and then inserted the, RTLO right before it, it did the thing. The ref lfdp.executable, and then inserted the RTLO right before it to create the reflexe.e.pdf, which should give a different signature to Defender, right? You have the homoglyph F, the file name with fake F versus the file name with real F, right? So that's really sweet, right? You can't really tell the difference by looking at it. So with the new PDF extension, Windows Defender actually started to, a scan before the PDF opening, right? It let it open and then quarantine my PDF file, a couple seconds later. However, this was after my malicious executable initiated the reverse shell. So in this particular case, I received a netcat shell through villain on my attacker machine. Now, we can just social engineer the victim to download and open this reflex.pdf or chrome.exe on their Windows host. There are several signs, right, that may indicate you've clicked or installed one, right? You have system performance issues, slow performance. Your computer may suddenly become sluggish or unresponsive as rats consume system resources while running in the background. You have, unexpected lag. You might notice overall system lag even when performing simple tasks. You have unusual activity, mouse movements. Your mouse cursor may move on its own or click things without your input. Webcam activity, your webcam light may turn on unexpectedly, or you may notice unusual webcam activity. Unexpected pop-ups, you may see strange error messages or security alerts, software and network anomalies, right? Antivirus failures, your antivirus software may stop working properly or fail to update. Unrecognized programs, you might notice new files or programs you don't remember installing. Website issues, websites may redirect unexpectedly or become unresponsive. Account security, unauthorized access attempts, you may notice attempts to log into your email, bank accounts, or other online services. Changed passwords is another one, right? Your passwords may be changed without your knowledge. And that's when things really hit the fan, right? So other indicators, unusual network activity, you might see an increased network activity even when you're not actively using the internet. Disabled security features, system protection, or other security features may be turned off without your knowledge. Now, there is this new thing, this new remote access Trojan identified days ago. North Korean hackers deploy Moonpeak, that's the name of the Trojan, in a cyber campaign. So a new remote access Trojan called Moonpeak has been discovered as being used by a state-sponsored North Korean threat activity cluster as part of a new campaign. Cisco Talos, right, attributed the malicious cyber campaign to a hacking group it tracks as UAT 5394, which it said exhibits some level of tactical overlaps with a known nation-state actor codenamed Kim Suki, right? Moonpeak, under active deployment by the threat actor is a variant of the open source XenoRat malware, which was previously deployed as part of phishing attacks that were designed to retrieve the payload from actor-controlled cloud services like Dropbox, Google Drive, and Microsoft OneDrive. Some of the key features of XenoRat include the ability to load additional plugins, launch and terminate processes, and communicate with a command and control C2 server. Remember I said earlier the C2, that's command and control. Talos said the commonalities between the two intrusion sets either indicate UAT 5394 is actually Kimsuki or its subgroup, or it's another hacking crew within the North Korean cyber apparatus that borrows its toolbox from Kimsuki. The key to realizing the campaign is the use of new infrastructure, including C2 servers, payload hosting sites, and test virtual machines that have been created to spawn new iterations of Moonpeak. The C2 server hosts malicious artifacts for download, which is then used to access and set up new infrastructure to support this campaign, Talos researchers said. In an analysis just days ago, as soon as it was identified, right? In multiple instances, this is another quote, in multiple instances, we also observed the threat actor access existing servers to update their payloads and retrieve logs and information collected from Moonpeak infections. This shift is seen as part of a broader pivot from using legitimate cloud storage providers to setting up their own servers. That said, the targets of the campaign are currently not known. An important aspect to note here is that the constant evolution, right, of Moonpeak runs hand in hand with new infrastructure set up by the threat actors, and that each new version of the malware introduces more obfuscation techniques, to thwart analysis, and changes to the overall communication mechanism to prevent connections. So simply put, the threat actors ensure that specific variants of Moonpeak only work with specific variants of the C2 server, the researchers pointed out. The timeline, we have another quote, the timelines of the consistent adoption of new malware and its evolution, such as in the case of Moonpeak, highlights that UAT 5394 continues to add and enhance more tooling into their arsenal. The rapid pace of establishing new supporting infrastructure by UAT 5394 indicates that the group is aiming to rapidly proliferate this campaign and set up more drop points and C2 servers. So remote access Trojans are serious cybersecurity threats that can, give attackers full control of your device. So here are some things that you can do to protect yourself. You can keep software updated. That's very important. Regularly update your operating system, antivirus software, and all applications to patch security vulnerabilities. Enable automatic updates whenever and wherever possible. Be cautious with downloads and links. Only download software from official sources and be wary of suspicious email attachments or links. Avoid clicking on pop-ups or ads that may contain malware. Use strong authentication. Enable two-factor authentication, also known as MFA, 2FA, whatever you want to call it, on important accounts to add an extra layer of security, even if passwords are compromised. Install reputable antivirus software, right? Use a trusted antivirus program and keep it updated to detect and block rats, remote access Trojans, and other malware. Okay, that's the key, right? Like, that's the key. So now when it comes to antivirus software, I would recommend two. You have Malwarebytes and Bitdefender. Malwarebytes and Bitdefender, okay? Those are the two. Now, if you think that there are others that, are better, please let me know in the chat below. But I think Malwarebytes and Bitdefender are two of the best to identify, rats or things of that nature. And, if you suspect a rat infection, disconnect from the internet immediately. Reboot in safe mode, run a full system scan with updated antivirus software, remove any suspicious programs or files, change all your passwords from a clean device. Now, it's better if you use a password manager tool, right? Whatever you want, but I don't think it's safe to leave passwords on your hand. Use a password manager tool, right? So by following these precautions and staying vigilant, you can significantly reduce your risk of falling victim to a remote access Trojan attack. Maintaining good cybersecurity habits is key to protecting your devices and data. Okay, so Bitdefender, Malwarebytes, all that jazz. Be careful what you click on Discord when you're chatting, when you're trolling, all of that, right? So that's what I have for you today. Please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button if you like the video, and the like button. Once again, please take a moment right now to hit that subscribe button and the like button if you like and appreciate that video. Do you have a better way to detect remote access Trojans? Please let me know in the comment section below. Is there a better way to create one? Please let me know that. And also let me know what you think about Moon Peak. Stay safe, see you on the next video.